Right, welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I have here the Arkham Horror Edge of the Earth campaign expansion. Still in shrink, so I haven't even opened it just to get a sneak preview of what's in there. Although I know pretty much what's in there. So, yeah. Arkham Horror has embraced a new method of distribution from this campaign onwards. Now you will get the entire campaign in one nice big sturdy box. There will also be the Investigator expansion, which contains the 5 new investigators for the campaign and all of their new player cards. So now the options are basically up to you. Previously, everything would be packed in together. You would have the deluxe expansion, which had the investigators, the start of their player cards in the first couple of scenarios, and then you'd buy your individual packs, which had more player cards, and at the next installment of the adventure. Now, if you're happy with the player card you've got, just buy the campaign expansion. If you're not bothered about the story and just want new cards, get the player expansion. Or, we all know this is what everyone's going to do. Buy both. So, as you can see, it's in a real hefty box. I think it's the same sort of size as the new core set for vertical shelvers. You can see it's set up for you over there, both sides, or the old horizontal shelvers, top and bottom. So, campaign expansion. So, quote from H.P. Lovecraft at the Mountains of Madness: if not dissuaded, they will get up to their innermost nucleus they will get to the innermost nucleus of the Antarctic and melt and bore until they bring up that which may end the world we know. Deep within the icy barren continent of Antarctica lies a secret, one so ancient and profound it threatens to tear apart our very understanding of the planet we call home. When a professor and his student finally come clean about the truth behind the tragedy of their recent expedition to the heart of Antarctica, their warning goes unheeded, and so you decide to follow in their footsteps, to venture into the frozen wilds, into deserted alien cities and across treacherous peaks, and to discover the truth that could end the world as we know it. In the Edge of the Earth campaign expansion, 1 to 4 investigators embark on a dangerous expedition consisting of anywhere between 4 and 10 scenarios. Who in their team will make it back alive? Who will perish in the icy depths? And what will they discover in the phantasmal depths of their own madness? So that is the biggest change really for this new method of distributing the encounters as one big set. They're not constrained by having to release the scenarios in individual 60 card packs. So as it says here, sprawling scenarios with checkpoints. Endure sprawling multi-part scenarios that are larger and more epic than ever before. An expedition team. Get to know the 9 members of your team and utilize their unique skills to survive. And then Frost tokens. This campaign expansion introduces a new Chaos token. Frost tokens represent the harsh, inclement weather and treacherous conditions of traversing the Antarctic wilderness even. Reading, not a strong point. Okay, so apologies for the light glare there, but let's have a look. Try not to cut the cardboard as I do it. I may as well just use my fingernails, I think. So here we go. Annoyingly, I've had this sat in shrink for probably 2 weeks. There you go. No light glare now. Now we've got the whole plastic off. So, tell you what, before I go any further, let's do a quick size comparison. So, as you can see, if you're sticking it on your shelf, it's pretty much give or take a few mil, as deep as a return box, although it is not quite as deep. So it's probably not far off the size of two return boxes side by side. But if you're going for the vertical stacking on your shelf, it's actually not far. About 3. Anyway, let's see what goodies lie within. And here we have another of the big changes. One great big spiral bound campaign guide. Oh my word, big maps. Okay. So I'm not going to give any spoilers. I won't do anything more than the opening page. Madness spreads under the ice. That seething half-luminous cloud background held ineffable suggestions of a vague ethereal beyondness, far more than terrestrially spatial, and gave appalling reminders of the utter remoteness, separateness, desolation, and eon-long death of this untrodden and unfathomed ancestral world. H.P. Lovecraft at the Mountains of Madness. Edge of the Earth is a campaign for Arkham Horror, the card game for 1 to 4 players. Edge of the Earth contains 5 scenarios: Ice and Death, Fatal Mirage, To the Forbidden Peaks, City of the Elder Things, and The Heart of Madness. Several of these scenarios are split into multiple optional parts to form a campaign with variable length between 4 and 10 sessions. Each of these may also be played on its own standalone mode. So interestingly, they name 5 scenarios, but it could be a 4 to 10 session. So he's probably doing the traditional "you are dead on the next to last one" routine. So we have a few new rules, additional rules and clarifications. Checkpoints. Some of the scenarios in the Edge of the Earth campaign are split into multiple parts. Players may choose to play these parts one at a time with breaks between each part, or they may play multiple parts one after another as part of a longer session. Each part is its own game with its own setup and resolution. After completing one part of a scenario, the campaign guide directs the investigators to a checkpoint that instructs them how to proceed. If the investigators wish to proceed directly to the next part of the scenario, the checkpoint will instruct them how to clean up the game and prepare for the next part of the scenario. If investigators wish to take a break and resume playing during their next game session, the checkpoint will instruct them to record information in the campaign log that makes setup for the next session quick and easy. Frost tokens. This expansion introduces a new type of Chaos token, the Frost token. At the start of the Edge of the Earth campaign, the Chaos bag contains only a few relatively harmless Frost tokens, if any. As the expedition continues, depending on the decisions the investigators make and the events that unfold, more Frost tokens may be added to or removed from the Chaos bag, altering the difficulty of every test the investigators perform. The more Frost tokens added to the Chaos bag, the more crippling the effects become. The first Frost token revealed from the Chaos bag during a skill test has the following effect: -1, reveal another token. If another Frost token is revealed from the Chaos bag during the same test, immediately end the reveal Chaos token step of the skill test and resolve the test as an automatic failure. Ooh. So for example, and then return all revealed Frost tokens to the Chaos bag after the test ends. So it differs from the Bless and Curse in Innsmouth, in that once they are revealed, each of them is a +2 or -2, and then they go away. Frost tokens stay. So for example, Bob investigates a location and there are 2 Frost tokens in the Chaos bag. During Bob's first investigation attempt, he reveals a Frost token. This reduces his skill value by 1, causes him to reveal another token. The next token he reveals is a +1, resulting in a total of 0 from both tokens. Bob succeeds. Emboldened, Bob attempts to investigate a second time. What could go wrong? This time he reveals a Frost token, followed by a second Frost token. Bob must immediately stop revealing tokens. Stop it, Bob. And resolve the investigation as an automatic failure. No more than 8 total Frost tokens can be included in the Chaos bag and or sealed on cards in play at any given time. A frost token revealed outside of a skill test has no effect on its own. Excuse me. That's embarrassing. Has no effect on its own unless otherwise specified by a card effect. And a frost token added to the chaos bag remains in the chaos bag from scenario to scenario unless removed by a card or game effect. Use the chaos bag section of the campaign log to record which tokens are currently in the chaos bag. Tekalili. This campaign includes the encounter set of 16 weaknesses, each with the title Tekalili. These cards are shuffled together to form a special Tekalili deck during the setup of each scenario of this campaign. Like normal weaknesses, if one of these cards is added to the investigator's deck, it becomes part of that deck and stays with that investigator from scenario to scenario. However, the resolution of each Tekalili weakness instructs the investigator to return it to the Tekalili deck, removing it from their own deck. As a result, the number of cards in the Tekalili deck varies based on how many of those weaknesses are in each investigator's deck. Note, while all Tekalili cards share the same title, they may have differing effects. New keywords. Partner. Partner is a keyword ability that appears on the 9 story assets in the Expedition Team encounter set. Each of these assets represents a powerful ally whom investigators can bring along during the scenarios in this campaign to improve their chances of success. However, bringing an asset with the partner keyword endangers that asset, with the risk of losing them permanently. At the start of each scenario in the campaign, each investigator is given the option to choose a partner asset and put it into play. Partner assets cannot be added to an investigator's deck. An investigator may choose a different partner or no partner to bring each time they are given this choice. A partner asset cannot leave play unless it is defeated. For example, it cannot be defeated by card effects unless it is explicitly defeated. If an investigator is defeated, any partner asset they have with them is also defeated. If a partner asset is defeated, remove it from the game, then cross off that character's name in the Expedition Team section of the campaign log. Damage or horror on a partner asset is recorded in the Expedition Team section of the campaign log at the end of each game. The campaign log will instruct you when to do this. And then lastly is the alert keyword, which I believe was introduced in the Forgotten Age, maybe earlier. So if you fail a skill test while attempting to invade an enemy that is alert, basically it will perform an attack against you. Okay, so that is that. We have a very long prologue, and then scenario 1 begins, so I won't read any further. So there, that is that first part of the box. Second, we have some advertising for the Arkham Horror novels, on the Aconite novels, and also the fantastic Unfathomable board game. I've played it a couple of times, really enjoyed it. I've never played the Battlestar Galactica game that it was based on, but yeah, had a great time with that. Okay, so tokens. We have the 8 new Frost tokens. We have some nice hefty 3 Doom 3 Clue tokens, and I'm not sure what they are, some sort of sigil or sign, I guess. I will find out when I play. And then I've seen a lot of posts online saying, look at all of that wasted space, but the idea here is this is designed to hold a whole sleeved campaign, plus the any tokens you might need for a game and your player cards, so you can basically have an entire campaign on the go in the one box. So I was a little negative myself when I saw just how big the box was on the shelves, but no, I like it. So here we have our cards. So I'm guessing that is scenarios, it's not scenarios, encounter deck, encounter sets, and player cards, player assets. And then I'm guessing these 5 are the individual scenarios. Like I say, I'm not going to spoil any of them. But I do quite like the fact that they're all individually packaged, which why wouldn't they be? So there we go. What else to say? Well, okay, we have this nice sturdy, well, I say sturdy, a nice insert. No dividers, so that might be the return of the return boxes later. I have to knock some up myself. You probably noticed some of the little blurb around my screen. On Monday the 20th of December at 9 AM UK time, I'm doing a 24-hour gaming stream to support Macmillan Cancer Support here in the UK, and I'm going to start it off by doing a blind playthrough of Edge of the Earth. So if you want to pop along, cheer me on, see how quickly I die, please follow along on the Twitch channel. If you want to sponsor me, you can follow the link up there, TinyCC Kevling 24 hours. I did have a target of £250, which I have actually already beaten, so I'm absolutely amazed at people's generosity there. But yeah, so this endeth the stream, that endeth the plug as well, so yes. Just over a week's time, 24-hour stream, starting off playing this blind playthrough, back to back, every scenario. But then again, as we've just seen, it could be between 4 and 10 scenarios long, so it might be over very, very quickly. And given the standard of my normal playing, that is highly likely. Okay, so we have our cards. We have our encounters. What I need is my sleeves. We have our tokens. We have some advertising blurb. And we have our lovely spiral bound manual. So I hope you've enjoyed that very brief look at unboxing the Edge of the Earth campaign expansion. I will call that a day. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye.